Okay, can you see my slide now? Is the slide visible?
Yes.
Or the screen visible? It's not a slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see the
It
picture.
is
Yes,
visible.
yes.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah.
Okay, right, right. Okay, dear friends, if you want detailed write-up and a detailed explanation of that, you will find that in the course book. I'll be explaining you the meaning, and I'll be telling you the summary of these theories during this hour in this session. Is that okay? So we will begin
Yes, sir.
with
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's okay.
we will begin with content theories. There are two types of motivational theories that we will be discussing. We will be talking about content theories and process theories. Okay, just have a look at this. Just have a look at this. Content theories and process theories. First, it is content theory. Just have a look at this. Okay, one question to all of you. There is one famous dialogue from a Bollywood movie. This dialogue was uttered by Amitabh Bachchan. I don't want to name the movie. I want to keep it for you to guess or to say. Very famous, very popular dialogue. Can you
I think
guess?
that I think that was कि मेरे पास घर है, गाड़ी है, बंगला है, आपके पास
मेरे
क्या
पास
है?
माँ है.
Absolute, great. Kudos to you. Thank you so much. So, what is this Gadi, Bangla, Makan, Paisa?
Asset.
Basic needs. Basic needs.
Material status. Basic
Okay.
needs.
So, what comes before Gadi? Gad,
And shelter.
Clothing,
रोटी
shelter.
कपड़ा मकान.
yeah,
Food,
exactly.
clothing, shelter.
Yes, roti, kapda, makan, food, shelter, and clothing.
Hmm.
Content theories revolve around the same concept. It's very simple to understand. Okay, my way of explanation will be a little Bollywood based, just to keep you engaged and avoid the outdated 1947 model of taking classes. I repeat, content theories revolve around roti, kapda, makan, followed by Gadi and Bangla. Now, what is the difference between Makan and a Bangla? Baru Banglo.
Bungalow is with luxury. Added luxury.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So please note, content theories are the theories that tell us or that guide us in understanding what method or what content do people follow. What are they motivated by? Okay. No, roti is a content in life. Kapda is a content in life. Makan is a content in life. So content theories tell us, they throw light on what people chase in life. And the first target for any chase to begin is these three: food, shelter, and clothing. That's the first target. Anyone for that matter will follow these three things to start with. Once these three are achieved or are in the bag, they go on to the next one. They will go to a car, Gadi. They will go to a social club. They will even go to a bungalow. Okay. So, ideally people follow or people chase these targets or these
Hello.
Hello.
I think he is disconnected.
Yeah, I think there is some problem.
He shows connected.
Okay, I'm sorry for that glitch from my end. I'm sorry for that glitch from my end. Some technical problem with my laptop. It suddenly got hanged. Okay, so content theories deal with the ways people chase their targets, and ideally, for 99% of the people, it is a roti, kapda, and makan. These contents are the first chased ones. Okay, and to give you a better understanding of this, let me refer let me refer to my screen here. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
So have a look at this
Yes.
Maslow's theory of motivation. This is called as needs hierarchy theory. You can quote your own example. You can understand the way people behave. You can understand uh, these different levels that influence the way people work or are motivated by. So this is Maslow's theory. Physiological needs, the basic needs, in other words, food, water, warmth, rest. In other words, to take rest, we need a shelter, right? Then once these basic needs are fulfilled, satisfied, upon satiation, they go on to the next one. It's called as a safety needs. So what do people ideally do? Look at the career plan. Look at the career journey of an executive. They get into a job. They're not worried about fancy outfit, branded clothing to start with. They ideally start simple. Then slowly they start with some insurance policy. They get into social groups later. So they would want to have some safety. So they want to safeguard themselves. So they will look for safety corners. They will look for products which provide safety for them. Okay. For example, an insurance policy, presumed, expected to provide some safety. Okay, then on, they will go on to the next set of needs. They call as social needs. They get on to some social groups, friends, and social circles. So then on, they become managers. They climb the corporate ladder. They take higher positions. They become managers, VPs, assistant AVPs, assistant vice presidents. Then the last one is said to be self-actualization, where one is presumed, one it is deemed that one reaches his or hers highest potential. Now at all these levels, these needs fuel our motivation. These needs fuel our motivation. The study of this, now all these are contents basically in life. All these are contents in life. At different stages of life, we want different contents. The study of all this is called as content theory of motivation, or under content, Maslow's theory of motivation. Because all these needs highlight one common thing, and that is some content in life. Content is not happiness here, content is something that we look forward for. For example, clothing is a content, good food is a content, an insurance policy is a content, a luxury home is a content. Likewise, I hope you're able to understand. Now, why are we studying
Yes,
this?
sir.
Why are we studying this as trainers?
Because if the participants are not motivated enough, then they learn nothing.
They don't know. Yeah, correct. I'm sure you have conducted many training programs. Look at the way trainings are conducted for freshers. Look at the way trainings are conducted for experienced staff. And look at the way trainings are conducted for managers. I'm sure the training content will differ. Somebody who has just entered the corporate sector, the corporate arena, is told that you must achieve targets, else your job is at risk. So the basic aspect is target. Now this is not told to a manager, this is not told to a higher manager, somebody who has put some 10 to 12 years of experience. Okay, so here is a quick exercise for you. How can you make use of Maslow's theory? How can you extract the summary of Maslow's theory to design your training programs? Can anyone share your views?
Sir, can you repeat once again? I didn't get.
Okay. This theory has a summary. This Maslow's theory has something in it.
Yeah, yes,
It has
yes,
a,
sure.
so how can you make use of? How can you extract the summary of Maslow's theory and connect it to various training programs that corporate organizations organize? Yeah,
So,
Nidhi.
hello, sir. Can I?
Yeah. I think
Hello?
Nidhi has
Ah,
raised
yes,
her
ma'am.
after
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay. Oh, sure. Didi, you can continue. No problem. I will hold.
Okay. Am I clear? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So if we see, if we start from physiological needs and safety needs, so if we see in this bracket, say for instance, if it's a fresher, he's just starting off with his career. So, it is just the basic things that he require. His requirements are also less in life, and his potential
Yes.
is just brimming. Just very it's very
Getting
yeah, he's very
getting activated. Just getting
absolutely.
activated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
what at very well that say for instance security or safety is required. Say for what are basic security elements that he needs to know while working in the organization as he's just come out from the college. So I think that brand can satisfy here. Now, if I move to the mid management or the manager level, here more of a leadership, upcoming leadership is seen in a manager level where he has to take more responsibilities as well, work and get work done also. But he has an upper top management from where he gets all the instructions. So he's basically a middleman who has to accomplish things as well as maintain a team.
Good.
and
Good.
exploit the complete potential of the team, as well as be a as
Good.
well as being a bound between the top management. Now, when I
Yes.
come to the self-fulfillment needs, here he has achieved all the previous levels, sir. He has achieved all the basic requirements that he required as a fresher. He has gained enough experience of project handling or team handling while he was a manager. Now he's at a position where he will be strategizing for the company, taking big decisions, getting into alliances with other companies, getting business as he would be holding different portfolios, or she would be holding different portfolios. So the now the level is of different potential to be different. Potential
Yes.
has to be exploited at this level, where it is self actualization, where all his previous years of experience will be coming in account,
Yes.
and he would
Right.
be more
That's right.
accountable for
Right.
the
And
team
just to add on,
under him. Yes, sir.
yeah, just to
Yes,
add
sir.
on, since he has to deal with a lot of people as he goes higher up, his social
Yes,
needs
sir.
are also very, very important. Meaning, it is important to have social skills. So
Absolutely.
he also have to have social skills, and he must have that in him to get along with people.
Yes, so both internally as well as externally. Now he's a representative of the company to the external world also. Plus, internally, he would be
Yes.
more at a responsible position.
Yes. Done.
Yes.
Good. Done. Thank you, Nidhi. Anybody else?
Yes, yes. So myself, Arshad, I'm working as a trainer in telecom industry. Okay.
Okay.
For my experience in the training aspects, this theory, we give induction training for a beginner. And that time we just introducing how is the company, what is the company vision, mission, then basic products training like that. After he entering the store or he started the sales career, after 1 or 2 months, we get upgrade to he how to handle customer, how to handle objection handling, something like that. Then he getting better than we can give more training like how to achieve his target and things easily. Then once he performing all things well, then we give start to give to next level. That means how to handle a number of small group he can handle easily. Then only he can grow
Yes.
as a career to a team leader, something like that. After that,
Yes.
he
Right.
can handle a team. We will suggest him for a promotion. If he get the promotion, then we can give training to people management.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then once his career going abroad as a lead, then a manager, and then a department manager, something like that. Then we will addition the training content like that. What is the purpose of his career and things. Then we will arrange something training like that. How to handle all department and things.
Right.
So each stage, the training department have
Right. Right. Thank you.
a
Thank you.
clear role on that. I think.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? I hope it's relevant.
Yes. May I?
If I can just
Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute. Anybody?
Sir, may I share?
You
Shivraj.
choose. Okay. Okay. Shivraj, quickly.
Okay. Sir, first of all, very good evening. Okay, sir. Actually,
Good
I
evening.
work in an NGO actually where I train students of final year student in a government colleges. So, as you asked, how can I use this theory in my training curriculum? So, I used to do this, sir. Like I do this when I start that is my first day of training. Then I ask the students like, why do you want to join this session or why do you want to take this training? So means the reason that you have shared the content. Everybody need the content. So I ask them what is the content that you are or you need this training. So if somebody has the content, then I say, okay, that's the content. That's why you need to learn or that give them motivation. If somebody not have, then I give them content like how it will affect your career, how it will change your mindset for your career. So in this way, I can use this
Yes. Right.
theory in my training. Yeah, this is enough.
Right. Right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Right. Right.
Sir, do you have
Right.
time? I can
Yeah.
attempt, or else I'm okay with it.
Y- y- So please go ahead. Deepti, is it?
Yes.
Dr. Deepti, yes, please.
Sir, I feel that Maslow's is at every intervention, every level. For example, it's not just about audience; it's also about the companies and business needs. I also have to understand the business needs in terms of what is the business needs. Is the project something that is coming up? So I have to think about these basic needs of that project, and accordingly the delivery goes. And now that delivery could be for the mid manager or leaders level. It also comes into the picture when I talk about talent management succession pipeline, when I want to groom an ex individual from a manager to a leader level. There I have to give him the
Okay.
esteem needs of prestige and feeling of accomplishment that he has by providing the training and delivering it at that particular aspect. So the needs are
Yes.
not Maslow hierarchy. Those five needs are not just individual based. It's profile based. It's organization hierarchy based. It's objective based as well, according to me.
Yes, right. Thank you. That's right. Acceptable. Right. All right. Can we proceed? I'll give you a chance. All of you will get chance. Most of you will get chance rather as we go along. Okay, is that okay?
It's okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next theory that we will talk about is uh, Herzberg two-factor theory. Okay, Herzberg has proposed this theory. This is called as two-factor theory. He says we have two factors that drive us, or there are two factors that drive us. One factor is called as hygiene factor, and the next factor is called as a driving factor. Hygiene factors are the factors that try to maintain the status quo, meaning after an employee has achieved something, some contents in life, the appetite dries off, the appetite evaporates, the appetite is no longer there. People get contented, people get happy, people get saturated. No need to take so much of trouble hereafter. Driving factors are another set of factors that constantly drive us. For example, okay, I have taken a 3 BHK home. Why not look for another one and put it on rent? Or can I look for variety in life? Okay, I have visited this country. Why not visit another country? Okay, I am now the vice president. Can I become the MD? So people normally at the workplace, Hesberg says there are two factors that drive us. One set of factor is called as hygiene factor. Now, hygiene factors try to maintain stability or the status quo. Driving factors try to push us to the next pedestal, to the next level. That is Herzberg two-factor theory. This can also be taken to design our training programs. All of you are clear with the meaning? Let's try and understand the application with our discussion here. I have tried to explain you the meaning. So what are hygiene factors? Factors that satisfy us, factors that um, saturate us. Okay. So how can you apply this to your training programs?
If I can,
Yes, Charuji. Yes, Charuji.
uh,
Please.
so from what I have understood of this, when you want to apply it in your training pattern, I would say that the motivating factor will be to make the training curriculum a challenge. And the hygiene
Yes.
factor would be to make your classroom more interesting, a classroom to be a place where you want to come and sit.
Very nice.
So that is
Right.
how you can implement this in a training curriculum, where you make the classroom environment and the teacher and the person who is teaching these people more interesting. At the same time, you have the curriculum as a challenging curriculum, which people are more interested in coming, in wanting to learn.
So my topic
Yes.
could be my motivating factor. My pedagogy would be my hygiene factor.
Okay. Yes. Anybody else? Yes, that is acceptable. Anybody else?
So where
Sir,
they're
I'm Dr. Mayuri,
we are
and
giving them awareness
Yes,
about the
Kittu.
company policies, or I mean, are we giving, I mean, or giving them the awareness about the compensation and benefits?
Okay. Fine. Very much
sir, I'm
there.
Dr. Mayuri, and my motivation factors would be friendliness and competitive spirit among the people, and also the hygiene factors would be something might be their, achieving their goals, um, like their salaries, etc. Increasing their packages and.
Right, right, right. Thank you. Can we move ahead? Okay. The next set of content theories are McClelland's theory of needs. McClelland's theory of needs. The next one to that is Elderford's ERG theory. Okay. Any doubt so far to anyone?
No.
No doubts.
All of you are clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
one
sir.
doubt, please.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
Please tell me.
Sir, can you tell me like how can I apply this theory that you have shared this time, the motivational theory, the hygiene one more
Okay.
time, sir? Like sir said, we can apply by making our content more challenging. So
Okay.
I didn't understand actually in this project. Can you give one more example through which we can apply this?
Your challenge here will be to improve the appetite of people. You call them for training. You have to improve the appetite of people, hunger of people. If they don't have any hunger, obviously they will not learn. So how can you change the hunger? You must change the recipe. Suppose you have served pav bhaji to your trainees every day. They no longer want to eat pav bhaji every day. So your content must change, pedagogy must change, training venue must change. Same place, same classroom, same bench, pav bhaji served every day. There's quite a possibility that they will reach the point of saturation.
Right.
So when you organize training programs, especially for these people who have been a part of your training program every now and then, right? You must look to change venue, method, pedagogy, everything. And for the other people who are naturally driven, the advantage is they don't need training.
Right.
So it's an advantage for you. So when you gauge your trainees, please understand who are these trainees, what is their need. Suppose they have been a part of this training program every now and then, repetitive, recurring trainees, then the setup has to change, everything has to change. Okay, that's the application of this theory. Okay.
No, right. Yes,
We
sir.
will.
Got. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So we will go on to the next one,
Right.
which is called
Sir,
as
just a
Met.
second. Sir, actually in the hygiene part, I get to know that this is some company policies also comes in the hygiene part.
Yeah. Company policies can change. If
Okay.
company policies have become very redundant. Okay, there is a chat in the says self actualization should be elaborated. Okay, I'll do that. The slides are changing. I can see only content theory. I don't have slides, Ankita. It's a PDF file. To avoid full screen, small screen, I have a little advanced approach. I'm using PDF file so that I can just scroll it down. Okay. Uh, self actualization. You want me to talk about self actualization? Okay. Somebody who has reached his full potential after crossing all the basic levels, all the subordinate levels, all the subordinate levels. Okay. Um, self actualization is a stage where a person reaches his full potential. For example, he now starts looking at a bigger picture. He now starts looking, or he now starts to get a panoramic view of the situation. So then trainings can be made more creative. Trainings can go beyond regular stuff. When a person has reached a full potential, his view has changed. So no longer he can be trained, or he should be trained on product training, process training. He must be trained on creativity. He must be trained on gauging international landscape. For the business to get broadened, or for business expansion, when a person can see a bigger picture, he can be at this stage of training where self actualization can come into play. Are you clear now? Okay, somebody is asking Shivai. Okay, what is pedagogy? Pedagogy is the way things are taught. Shivani, is it? Shivani? Okay. You had asked this question. You can ask openly. Sometimes I may oversee, I may miss out reading chat window or going to the chat window. You can ask your questions openly. I don't want to miss your questions.
Sir, please
Shivraj,
repeat the meaning of the pedagogy. Actually, the voice was breaking due to my technical issue.
okay, Deepa. Pedagogy is the way something is taught.
Okay.
For example, um, during your school days or during all our school days, we used to have these drawing classes, art and craft drawing, right? How was this class engaged? You were asked to draw something, right?
No.
Maybe a parrot, maybe a mountain, maybe a river. You were actually asked to draw something. So that method of teaching you something is called as pedagogy. It's also called as pedagogy. Okay. Now,
Yes.
if you go to your history class, how was a history class taught? Theoretical. Your teacher used to just tell in 15th century this happened. Mughals came in 16th century East India Company came in. They started establishing in the 18th century, the mid 18th century, first war of independence happened. It was more theoretical, right? You did not draw something. But when the drawing teacher walked in, the drawing teacher came with a set of pre-decided diagrams. She gave you the drawing book. She asked you to take out your sketch pens, pencil, eraser, and all that, and she gave you something to draw. So the method of teaching was different. This method of teaching is called as pedagogy.
Thank you.
Okay. Should we go to the next one? McClellan, Jugal ji, you have a question?
Yeah. Dr. Deshpande, just wanted to understand one thing. In the two factors theory of Herzberg,
Yeah.
we are talking about the motivation level, which is absolutely understood that how we can design or maybe something for the employees or maybe for a new entrant. But when it comes to the hygiene, so I was just going through and eyeballing the content also. There it talks about the policies, it talks about remuneration, it talks about salary kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But when
So
it comes,
if these factors have created saturation, if the
hmm,
policies are very outdated,
okay,
there's no more fun at the workplace.
hmm,
So those factors lead to status quo. What is there in this company to work? There is no fun. Salaries, okay, regular salaries, no bonus, no special reward. So
hmm.
time to change the policies, because we understand that these factors have now started to create status quo. They are no more driving. They are not driving anymore.
So maybe I think these things will become the inputs for making the strategy,
Strategies.
not the training
Some
programs.
some policy action has to be taken.
Correct.
Now, training programs in the sense not actually making them to sit in a classroom,
Mm-hmm.
because they are not motivating people anymore. It's time to take a call.
Okay.
Okay. Now, people cannot be motivated by training programs all the time.
True.
Right? Sometimes policies may motivate. Policy intervention is need of the hour. Now, because these factors are not creating any motivation, they are not very powerful to drive people ahead. They're not driving any positive energy into people, because they have become redundant, outdated. People feel status quo, people feel stranded. It's time to change these aspects and make them drive people again. So all uh, training programs are not the sole solutions for motivating people.
Thank you,
Okay.
Dr. Deshpande. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, right. So the next aspect is, the next theory is McClellan's theory of needs. McClellan's theory of needs. Something that is not mentioned there, you can just take a note. Under McClellan, there are three types of needs. Under this theory, there are three types of needs: need for power, need for achievement, need for affiliation. Need for power, need for power, need for achievement, need for affiliation. Okay. Need for power, very simple. When people are driven by the need to have power in their hands, they want to become managers, they want to sit on they want to have powerful positions, they want to sit in a power chair. So that motivates them. So content that they are looking for is not the physical content, but emotional, mental content. Then the next one is need for achievement. People are driven by the need to achieve something in their life. That keeps them going, that fuels their energy. Maybe they want to be rewarded as the best employees, the highest performing employee, or the star performer. The next need under McLaren's theory of motivation is need for affiliation. Affiliation is when people uh, want to be in a group, they want to have social circles, they want company of people, they don't want to left stranded, isolated, they don't want to work in islands. So they feel that affiliation is an important need. So that is under need for affiliation. Now, what is the practical application of this? Can you tell me?
For the power needs, I think you can just provide some kind of a leadership opportunities within the training program.
Yes.
And so that, I mean, we can see how well they probably, end up doing that particular. I mean, you just give them the role of, I mean, for example, if it's a sale or something, you just give them a role about a store manager. and see, I mean, you might
Perfect.
do as a store manager and then probably incorporate proper feedback.
Perfect.
Just
Perfect.
properly,
Perfect.
I mean, give him some insights that you can also progress in your career.
All that you're doing is you're motivating the person
Yes,
by
yes,
giving him the food that he wants.
yes,
Now he is power hungry, give him power.
yeah.
Okay, right. Next one.
Affiliation is, I mean, like you said, I mean, it's about the social
Social circles,
give
social
them
belongingness.
yes, team building activities and see, I mean, how they are able to do it.
Yes, right, right,
So
right.
achievement is basically you just give them a challenge and then I mean reward, recognize and reward them so that I mean they again feel motivated.
Yes, ultimately you want to keep them on their toes.
Yes.
You want to keep them on their toes. Again, please note, this cannot be done in a classroom like situation. It can be done on the field. It can be done at the work as well. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Raviji. Thank you. So the next one is elder first ERG theory. E for existence, R for relatedness, G for growth. I repeat, elder for existence, ERG theory. It's an acronym. E for existence, R for relatedness, G for growth. Let's have a bit of discussion on this. E for existence, R for relatedness, G for growth. E for existence also refers to survival. They want to exist, they want to survive. Okay, I'll tell you an example from the animal world. Incidentally, today is World Wildlife Day. So let me draw some insights from the animal world. Okay, I'm a what do I say? Absolute keen wildlife lover. I have done so many projects for Government of Karnataka and Government of India. Do you know why leopards are more in number? Why is the leopard population more than tigers in India?
No.
Because of its adaptability. Because of their adaptability, leopards can live on anything. Leopards can live on dogs. Leopards can predate birds. Leopards can thrive on peacocks, rats, small birds, monkeys, anything for that matter. The basic motto is they want to survive. And they're okay by transgressing the wildlife lines. That is why you see more leopards straying into human habitats. They're just okay with that. The basic motto is they want to survive. Okay. The case with tigers is not the same. Tigers are driven by pride, meaning that self-esteem. They don't want to eat small animals like birds. They want a bigger prey. They want their own territory. They will never cross their territory. There is a strong marking of territory. Every tiger has a well-defined territory. They don't cross their territory, nor does another tiger cross. That's the reason number is less. And this existence, it is at the cost of their life. If a tiger uh, transcends or crosses, or in human language we call it as trespass. If one tiger trespasses another tiger's territory, the other resident male there will chase this tiger and kill it. So this existence is at the cost of life. That's the reason. So existence here is sometimes people just want to survive. They forego they sacrifice their ego, they forego their self-esteem, they get along with wrong company, they're okay to backbite, they're okay to sideline you, because the basic aspect is, the basic motto is, they want to survive. Okay, and they're driven by this need to survive. It happens in a test match, it happens in the game of cricket. Sometimes the most ferocious, aggressive, um, swashbuckling batsman will look to survive a tough spell, a difficult spell. He respects. He talks to himself and says, "This session I have to survive. I don't want to give up." So he doesn't hit a boundary. He doesn't go for fancy shots. He says, "Let me survive for today. I'll come over again tomorrow and I'll hit. I'll go for my natural instinct tomorrow." There's a very interesting and what to say, bone-chilling episode of Sachin Tendulkar. I must say this. This was in the year 2003-4. If you ever get time, please have a look at this video on YouTube. This is called as Sydney 240, Sachin Sydney 241. There was a time when Sachin was getting frequently out. He was just getting caught behind in the slips or by the wicket keeper, because Sachin was a naturally, attacking, aggressive batsman. So what the Aussies were doing was, India was touring Australia, and in the first two test matches, they had got him, they got his wicket, making him drive outside the off stump by giving him full length deliveries, because the Aussies knew that he will go for a drive, and he was getting caught. So on that particular day, he took this as a challenge. He took on himself, and he came out with a monk like mindset, and he said, "I am going to sacrifice my natural instinct. I will survive, I will exist." And for that particular innings, he never played a cover drive, his bread and butter shot. He never played this shot, and he said, "My aim is to survive there." So this is need for existence. So we are made to unlearn our natural ways, at least for some time, partially. So that's existence. The next is R, relatedness. We want to get related to each and everyone. We want to gain that popularity. We want to get quite popular amongst the circles. So we keep posting our small little achievements everywhere. We are hunting for praises. So that's relatedness. They want to connect to everyone. They don't want to be in the wrong books of anyone. They want to be goody with everyone. The next one is G, growth. They want to grow. They are not satisfied with the salary of a sales executive. They are not happy with the amenities that they are getting at the first level of a corporate ladder. They want to grow. Hence, they are on a drive. So that's G. Can we go to the next one?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can we go to the
Yes.
next? Okay. The next set of theories is called as process theories. In content, people were chasing roti, kapda, makan, food, shelter, and clothing. in process theory, in these theories, or in other words, these theories will help you understand what process do people follow to get something. It's the approach that people take. In the first set of theories, we were just talking about what people do to get that, meaning what do they chase, what is the target, what are they chasing? They are chasing food, shelter, clothing, luxury. What are they chasing? The next set of theories will tell you what process do people adopt to get something. It's not the target now. It's not the target now. Is that clear?
Yes,
It's
sir.
not the target, it's the approach that people take. Okay, the first one is BF Skinner's reinforcement theory. Skinner's reinforcement theory. Please take two splits under this: reinforcement, positive reinforcement, or a negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement is also called as punishment. Positive reinforcement is also called as reward.
So this basically comes under the behavioral thing, right?
Behavioral aspects, yes, you're right.
So Dr. Deshpande, like that, the carrot and stick,
Yes, absolutely.
this is the same.
It's the same. So BF Skinner's reinforcement theory has two splits to it. Negative reinforcement is also called as punishment or stick. Positive reinforcement is also called as reward or carrot. Okay, this is how behavioral patterns of people change, the process that people adopt in their life. Okay, for instance, why did we all do our homework when we were in school?
Because if we don't, I mean, we tend to get the punishment from the teacher.
Yeah,
If you do, you get the recognition from the teacher.
yes.
So
So
basically,
we are not chasing any target here, right? We are not chasing any target here.
no.
It's
So
the process that we have adopted.
yeah,
We
the
are
prime
adopting a
concern
process.
the prime concern to develop this in the training is, I mean, the employees learn by, I mean, what are the consequences?
Consequences. Yes. Here, the goal is to make them consistent. Consistently give them positive reinforcement and they are driven positively. Otherwise, if this is not working, for example, why do police officials impose fine on us? It's not a target for us. Suppose we don't wear helmet, we don't wear seat belts, we don't carry our vehicle documents, we are fined, right?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes hefty fine.
Mm.
And any fine that we give out of our hard-earned money is painful. Is anyone happy to give fine very gleefully? Anyone here?
No.
Is there anyone who can
A big
gleefully
no, sir.
offer
A big
fine?
no.
I hope no, right? All of us don't give offer gleefully some money to police officials. We sort of we are pained.
I do.
You get happy?
I do give money for police for 10,000.
No, are you happy to give?
No, I'm not happy.
And I'm asking the same thing. You may have given once or twice, but are you happy to give?
Nobody want to give
Yeah.
money.
You want to
No,
give
sir.
money for what?
Actually, I was on the wrong side in Delhi. So,
Then it's a punishment for you.
but
It's a
some
punishment. It is
yeah, it's a punishment. But some turning there is a signboard to turn left, but I
okay.
supposed to go.
Would you do the same thing again?
Yes. No,
No.
never.
No, right? So that is negative reinforcement. That is negative reinforcement.
Dr. Sanjay, I have a question.
Yes.
So, for example, you're talking about fine here. So it was my passport police verification, and I had to pay certain amount to the
Yes.
police. No matter my documents were correct, everything was correct, still I have to pay. So what is that? How will we term that? What are we going to term that thing?
That is positive reinforcement for the police official who is checking your records, so that he does your work swiftly.
But for okay, but that is not
That is
mandatory, right?
that is not
Yeah, but
mandatory.
there
That
is
is
no charges.
under the table. In other words, bribe.
Yes.
Corruptive
That's
reinforcement.
a motivation factor for him.
So
That might be a
okay,
motivation
since
factor
They
to
are
him.
giving him motivation for next
that
year
is that is
passport verification.
on a lighter side, okay, on a serious side, it's an offense, not by you, but by the whoever was the official there. But on a lighter side,
Mm.
it's a positive reinforcement for him to work on your case quite swiftly, so that it doesn't hold it longer. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Uh, so BF Skinner says it has happened with us. It happens with kids. Okay, parent promises, okay, score well in 10th exam, score well in PUC, 12th, score well here, I'll gift you something. So normally the kids are motivated and they go in that track where they are attuned to that mindset that if I score well, there is something waiting for me. So that's positive reinforcement. That is to make people consistent. Every time an employee does well, there is a probability that the company rewards him. So that is positive reinforcement. Okay. Okay. The next one is Vroom's expectancy theory. Vroom's expectancy theory. Okay. Vroom's expectancy theory. Very simple. Whenever what are these expectations? What are these corporate expectations?
They're
If I
fully.
work more, okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So the corporate expectancy would, expectation would be, employees having the full skill set that is required for the job.
Mhm. Okay.
Work less and earn more.
Huh. Yeah. Expectancy is a state of mind which is make either driving us or it's pulling us back. For example, for example, time and again I have realized that no matter what, no matter what, I have lost expectations. So whenever expectancy mark falls lower and lower and lower, people tend to lose their motivation. Or in other words, if expectancies are not met, what is the outcome? People lose on, or people will lose their drive. Okay, the process that they adopt in life will become lifeless. They're not driven by emotions, they become machines. So that is something about Vroom's expectancy theory. Okay, the next one is goal setting theory. It's very simple, no much explanation here. Teach people to set goals, and to achieve those goals have processes. For example, a young cricketer sets a goal that I want to score 100 centuries at the international level. Now these 100 centuries don't come by a windfall. There has to be a process that these young cricketer, so this particular young cricketer must adopt in life. Meaning what? Consistency is a process. Getting up after a failure is a process. So that's goal setting theory. So teach people how to set goals. Once these goals are set, for every goal there has to be a process. So that's goal setting theory. There are many corporate applications of this. If you want, I can revisit, I can come back to this after a while. We will go on to the next one, which is equity theory. Which is equity theory. There's a small exercise that I want all of you to do. Okay. I'm sure all of you have seen at least one Hindi movie where there is a court scene. Okay. How many of you have seen this movie, Damini?
Yeah, have seen it.
Yeah. Sunny Deol
I have seen
Yes,
sir.
sir.
shouts at the top of his voice and says,
Tarik pe
"Insaf, insaf nahi mila. Justice is not served." Right?
Yeah.
So I want you to draw this, what do I say, weighing instrument which the goddess of justice always has in her hand. Can you draw that weighing instrument and show it to all of us? The weigh scale. The goddess of justice holds something in her hand. The goddess of justice, her eyes are closed, okay? You know this.
A weighing scale.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
weighing scale, yes.
A
Please
weighing
draw
scale.
it.
Common balance.
So you're
Ah,
basically comparing with what others, I guess. I mean, you just
yeah,
seek
yeah, yeah.
balance. You just seek balance between the employees.
Exactly.
Yes.
Within an employee, not between, but within an employee. So draw this for us and show it to all of us. I can see Upma Sharma ji very focused on the content. I can also see Sudhakar ji very focused. Okay, Jugal ji, your camera has gone blur. Can you swipe it or something? Yeah, now it's visible. Yeah, this weighing scale. Yes, right. Anyone? Mayuri, Dr. Mayuri, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice. This Charu ji has done well. Okay. Okay, now a question. What creates imbalance? When does this weighing scale become lopsided? When does it become lopsided?
They're working too much and they're not getting recognition.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
frequency has not met.
Yes. Right. When does it become, or when does it reach the state of balance?
When the given
Equal work, equal recognition.
yes.
Okay.
When the ends
When
meet.
Now what you do is, for those two sides, give names. For example, something that you get in return, the remuneration, salary, incentive, perks, all that, to one side of the chart or the one side of the holder, give name and give another name to the other side as well, and see when does it become lopsided. And usually what is on the lower side, what sinks to the bottom, what goes to the ground, which side goes to the ground, which parameter goes to the ground?
The input from the employee.
Yeah, input.
Yeah.
Efforts.
The employee, yeah.
Efforts of the employee.
Efforts.
That is nothing but motivational level. Equity theory says when there is no equity between what we contribute and what we get in return, when there is no equity, the balance is lost and people lose motivation. That's what equity theory says. Can it happen the other way? I am getting more and I'm contributing less. It happens, it
Yes.
always happens.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it happens. It happens.
Please share.
You will go in
Happens?
VIP then.
It happens?
For
Yeah,
it to
if you're
happen,
getting more and
your
contributing less, the company may
Sir,
put you in the VIP for the
right.
performance.
It's rare, sir.
It's
for
rare,
that to
right? It's rare.
happen,
It's
for that
rare.
to happen, either your colleagues or your subordinates are pulling more than their weight, and you take the recognition for that.
So they work less and they get more, something of this kind.
Right.
You're on mute, Charuji.
You work less, but others are working more, but you end up getting the
Okay. Okay. So you must be
Team
happy from
members
inside
work
if you
more,
do
but
this.
the team members work more, but the team leader takes up the recognition.
Yes.
So there it is.
Right. Ideally for everyone, it always happens in the first month of a new job or the first job, when we contribute less and we get more. Ideally, it happens in the first month of a new job because there is buffer time. The company wants us to breathe more and more. Okay, so this imbalance, that is also not good because the person is not motivated. That is also not more because the person is not motivated. People get fed up when they are kept on bench, when they are hired on bench for a long time. What is hiring on bench policy? They actually don't work, right? But they get something. So it becomes lopsided. And over a period of time, the person may lose motivational level.
May lose interest in job itself.
Yeah, the same thing. Okay, so that is equity theory. And accordingly, all this results in change in the behavioral aspect. All this results in some change in the mental processes and behavioral aspects of every individual. So these are process theories for you. Simple. Did you understand? Was the session boring?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, it was not boring. It was very engaging.
No,
It
sir.
was boring?
No, sir.
No, sir, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, sir, it was very
Evolving, sir.
boring.
It was
Yes,
great
was for
learning.
We understood it very well.
We have almost come to the end of this session. Another 10 minutes left or so. The first two sessions are a bit theoretical. They are a bit introductory, where the base has to be established. Hereafter it's all activity oriented, it's all exercise oriented. Hereafter there will be classes where you may have to dance, believe me. There are classes where you will have to sing. There are classes where you will have to jump. I don't remember the person, but I remember the question. The question that was posed at me in the first class was, how do you make what was the question? Okay. The question was, okay, how can you make a sessions interactive, lively on a virtual platform? You will feel that. You will definitely experience that these classrooms will be very lively. You will laugh, you will enjoy, you will have great fun, and you will not forget. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah, yes, please.
sir, I have a question, sir, regarding what we closed the session on effort, motivation, and
Nidhi, yeah.
remunerations.
Yeah.
And sir, is it
Are you
possible
talking?
that yes, sir.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about equity theory?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please tell me.
So, is it possible that, say, for instance, that efforts have been taken, have been recognized, but still somebody loses motivation?
Usually, 99% of the times, when a person feels appreciated, rewarded, recognized, valued, motivational levels may not dip.
But, sir, if the job is not challenging anymore, say, for instance, he has
Then,
achieved a very good salary, status. He's achieved everything well, well recognition in the market, and that is all because of the efforts which he has taken. He's been recognized, but is it still there could be a possibility of losing motivation because the job gets
is it
obsolete?
is it because of work conditions or working conditions or the work atmosphere there?
So possible because there's nothing challenging left in the job.
Okay,
So is it possible?
then this takes us to Herzberg hygiene factor,
Okay.
where motivational levels have to be cross-checked against the factors which are pulling him down.
Company policies and compensations.
Compensation policy, company policy, but if remuneration is good, recognition is good, but
Yes,
the
sir.
work conditions are unhealthy.
So, but if he's reached at a position where everything is like a cup of tea for him or her,
Okay.
but then still, how will be, what would be the next level of motivation for him? Because it's a saturation point for him. He's earning good. There's a good level of salary for him. Everything is at his beck and call.
Yes.
But
So
Okay.
still,
may I?
Okay.
So may
Yeah.
I?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to say something?
Uh,
Okay. Please tell.
yes, yes. So I just want to give an example. In sales and marketing, what happens when a person is quite acquainted in the environment on a particular geographical city or condition, companies rotate him or her on another city or another assignment. So that way also a person can be in the motivation.
okay. Okay. And
Oh,
another
So
thing,
giving them a
like,
new task
yeah.
okay.
in a certain frequency of time.
Okay.
Nidhi,
So,
the answer to
yes,
your
sir.
question is usually
Yes, sir.
business is influenced by dynamic external factors.
Okay, sir.
What is easy cup of tea for him today
Mm-hmm.
could make him lazy tomorrow. Or for example, somebody in a game of cricket, somebody who can hit a sixer or a six at his will, the things don't remain the same for him, because there is a very challenging and intelligent bowler who will understand his strategy, and he understands this fact that he is a batsman who can hit sixes at will. For example, this happened with MS Dhoni. There was a time when he came into the scene and he was bursting every bowler apart. South Africans came up with a very intelligent strategy to ball him into his ribs,
Yeah,
and
basically knowing the
he was
strategy of the opponent, sir.
yes. So similarly, work conditions don't remain constant.
Yes.
He may enjoy that cup of tea for some time, but then work conditions don't remain constant. They are challenging.
So, but at some time
Yeah,
using that the
that
leading CEOs, they quit their positions. Yes, sir.
yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, they
May I
quit their
intervene?
positions. So, may I? Alka, you're saying something?
Yeah, Nidhi,
So
continue.
Yeah. Sir, I had another two scenarios also, sir. In cases of defense, how does this get applied in the cases of defense where the recognitions where they are not where they're trained not to perform their duty without rewards and recognition?
Yes.
So
Yes, because
how can we maintain motivational level for them where they are at a very high risk job, taking the lives of themselves as well as taking the lives of their people and holding a position of high leadership command?
yeah, very good question. Very good question. Army is very intelligent. Motivational levels are checked at the time of recruitment. Somebody who is not hungry for success, somebody who is not really hungry to serve for the country, don't get an opportunity to serve the country at all. That is why the tests are so stringent. The gateway is so stringent that
Yes, sir.
the every employee who's got into Indian Army knows that I have taken so much of struggle to come here. If it was an easy gateway, if it was an easy platform to get onto, then people will lose motivation. In fact, the army entrance itself is so tough, so very competitive. There is a ratio of 1:40.
Yes, sir.
For every position, 40 people compete. So when they have competed against 40 people to come there and to reach there, and now this question is actually very relevant because the Indian Army has come out with a scheme called Agniveer scheme, where non-officer cadre will work only for 4 years.
Yes, sir.
They will be working only for 4 to 5 years. That's all. 1 year of extension in case they have done well, and after that they will have to go back. When the entrance is so tough, when the pathway is so tough, naturally they stay motivated.
If I can add one additional thing to this also, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
In this case, there is a need for affiliation as well, because
Yes.
army itself has got multiple units. So the need for affiliation, where if you are affiliated with a particular unit, the unit has a different culture and things like that. This also will play a part in motivating the people.
It does play. It does play. The immediate boss, the culture of the regiment.
So basically, by changing the work environment can play a major role to break the monotony.
Yes.
And keep one motivated, be any scenario.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. So, any question? Anika has a question. Alka has a question,
Yes.
or you just raise?
Yeah. Just wanted to ask a quick question. See, all these theories kind of indicate that different people are motivated by different things.
Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
when we are approaching, say, a group of learners from a trainer standpoint, we sometimes don't know them. Most of the time, we don't know them well. Now, how can we use the knowledge of these theories to categorize or profile our learners in order to make the trainings more beneficial for them? Like, are there any methods?
By taking a pre-training survey.
Okay.
To conduct something called TNA, training need analysis.
Okay.
By taking a pre-training survey. Why are they here for? What are their objectives? What are they looking forward? What expectations do they have from this training? Then you can get a hang, you can get a gauge of what people are looking for, and accordingly serve them that.
Sure. Are there any known psychometric tools, assessments that are used specifically for these kind of motivation theories?
Yeah. You can make a note.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah.
There is something called as MBTI test, Mayer-Briggs Type Indicator.
Okay.
Mayer-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. M for monkey, B for bear, T for tiger, I. I for ice cream. Next one is Firobi, FIRO-B.
Okay. Sure.
So these are some tests which will help you dive into the minds of trainees and get a mental profile of people.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you, Alka. You have a question?
Yes. So,
Yes.
like, when we see people like Sister Shivani, she follows Brahma Kumaris, when we see people like Gaur Gopal Das, so what kind of theory motive do you think can be, used for them? Because when I researched about them, they are well educated, in good companies, earning well, everything is settled in their life. Then what kind of thing is,
Okay. Okay.
what theory
Okay.
motivated them to be there?
I want you to quickly draw a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'll tell
Okay.
you the answer for this.
Okay. Mhm.
At the base of this triangle, and have different columns in this triangle. Make different layers in this triangle.
Mm-hmm.
The base is information.
Okay.
The next is data.
Okay.
The next is knowledge.
Hmm.
The next one is wisdom or wizard.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay. Now go to the last layer, which is wisdom,
Yes. Okay.
and connect it to Maslow's theory. Related to
Maslow's.
Maslow, we just discussed about Maslow's theory,
Mm-hmm.
self-actualization point,
Mm-hmm.
and this wisdom, wizard, self-actualization are at the same level. So
Okay.
these people have realized or reached the point of self-actualization.
Okay.
These people have gained wisdom in their life.
Mm-hmm.
They are at a higher level.
Okay.
So these mundane, regular, monotonous tasks don't motivate them because they are a notch above.
So this is Maslow's theory, right? What they
Yes,
follow.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
They are at the top. They are at self-actualization, where they understood, or where they have understood that material possessions, worldly, materialistic nature is all temporary.
Hmm.
They are in seek of, or they are in search of salvation, which is beyond material possession.
Okay.
And
So in
from that point, they can only give.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just like to know about the psychometric assessment that you just talked about, MRBIT. Will those be discussed as well in the course?
If you want, we may have a session, but actually that's not a
That would
part
be
of.
really helpful because psychometric test is something I really want to get involved with at my organization. So if I could get a little more depth into it, it'll be really helping me out with that.
Okay. Okay. You can contact me probably offline to me, because what happens is that complete session takes about 40-45 minutes. So I have 10 sessions to complete about 6 modules. I am
Okay.
not really sure if it can be in the time, if it can fit in the time window. But nonetheless, what we can do is to help you out and help you get answer for this question. You can contact me offline.
Sure.
My contact. Just a minute. Just a minute.
So if we can adjust part of it in every session, because I think this would be really helpful to all of us. Because
Okay.
during training we would be actually dealing with people and the psychology
Okay.
of the one seeking the
Okay.
training.
There is a suggestion. We can have an extra session. Okay,
Yes.
I'll try and fit that. I'll try and fit that.
Thank you,
For
sir.
those of
Thank you,
you
sir.
who want to get connected, I have written my contact number. I have typed my contact number in the chat window. You can take a note and you can discuss, and
Thank
you
you,
can
sir.
probably. I'll help you to tailor make your training programs better, or I'll help you to tailor make training programs in a very mm, customized, specific way for your organizations if you want. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That will be.
So,
Yes, we
okay.
want to be.
Thank you very much. I hope the session was good and
Awesome.
not boring.
No, not at
Not
all,
at
sir.
all, sir.
Not
Not
at
at
all.
all.
Sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Dr. Deshpande, the session was really interesting, especially the cricket examples, because I myself am avid cricket follower. So the
Oh wow.
examples which you gave, I could
Great.
connect with them, and really,
Then
really great.
you must read about this article which I'm very fond of, which is called Sydney Sachin 241.
241. Okay. That time I was
Okay.
recollecting Sydney test where Ashwin and Vihari were there to 2021. So when you were
That is
giving this
recent one.
example, yeah, so
That is
it's recent
all-time
one.
great. All-time great because Sachin batted against the bowling giants like Brett Lee, Shane Warne, Gillespie, McGrath, uh,
Yeah.
champion side, invincible side. So challenge was a notch higher then.
But I was recollecting this one because they were
Of
like
course, of
on
course.
the verge of
Nothing.
losing the match and how they continued and they drew the test match.
Yeah, the
So I could recollect that.
resolute, tough defiance.
Even one was injured. Vihari was injured.
Yes, I know. I remember
So they
2021.
drew the match and it was great.
Right, very nice of you.
Yeah, Sydney
Then
2021.
अरे बस करना है. बड़बड़.
do watch this video on YouTube. Just type Sachin Sydney 241.
Definitely.
There are views. It gives you a wagon wheel. How did Sachin score? What was the background and all that. It gives you an interesting insight.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely, sir.
And
I'll watch.
one simple request again. Please be comfortable, feel comfortable to start your cameras from next week because we have so many actions, we have so many sessions coming up which are activity oriented. And for example, there is a session on T group training where I will have to measure the way you react, the way you interact, and all that. You will be put into test rooms. You will be put into WhatsApp group, Zoom groups, classrooms, virtual classrooms. Then I would want all of you to start your cameras, be comfortable, and all that. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Stay safe.
Thank you.